There are a few settings more beautiful than West Point. Michie Stadium sits on the banks of the Hudson River, ready to come alive today in support of Army football. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team, the Army Black Knights. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Black Knights will kick this deep to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense comes on the field first today. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. And, man, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after the completion. That completion makes it second and medium. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The Sooners will have to kick this away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So Army's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking right. This one caught. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 25. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal. And the Black Knights come to the line with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Well, that's it.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. An important 3rd down and goal now. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Ball handed off, running with purpose. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Grab made by the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Grab near the sticks. It's Griffin. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Now here comes the bunch formation. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks loose at the 45. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Sooners will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They're going to run it here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental.
Powerful running into the secondary. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Army.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The shotgun running play call. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And the Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. The shotgun handoff here. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Sooners will have to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And he boots it high into the air. They'll down this at the 50. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man down the middle. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And they tack on the extra point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Army. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught on the outside. It's Griffin. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's escaping the pocket now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Sooners will line up to kick it away. That's his 4th punt already today. Here's the punt, high in the air. And the ball spotted down near the 50. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Breaks free. He's going to take off.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Snags the quick throw. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
29 Philly, 2-9.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
They'll run it here. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Sooners will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They're going to run it. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. First and 10 now for the offense. Looking to pass here. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Turn starts inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line.
Get set.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Toss play to the outside. Fights off a defender. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Just trucks through the defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Touchdown, Black Knights. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bush. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Play action here on first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Play action fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Catch made, a lot of space now. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pocket breaking down. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. That's a strong stiff arm. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Caught quickly. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass ball is incomplete. Took a deep shot on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Final quarter coming up. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Single back takes the handoff. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
It's incomplete. That was a dangerous pass to try on 1st down. Almost intercepted. Got lucky that time. 2nd and goal for the offense. And the back now goes in motion. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one.
Ready, set.
Offense facing 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Ready.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Okay, ready.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Army. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession.
Ready.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down.
Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So back to their own 9-yard line. It's 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Looking to pass. It's Fuentes. Receiver makes the catch, and they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch.
Easy.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
On the double.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today.
Ready, ready.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going.
Down.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Pitch to the back. Runs through the defender. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. And this one is getting ugly. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Fuentes. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a...
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. He's in. Down, Oklahoma.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The back's got it. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Timeout taken by the offense now, 23 seconds on the clock.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
And the Black Knights will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And this one is caught. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. And now a late timeout is taken, 6 seconds showing on the clock. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. First down here for this offense. Back to pass. It's Fuentes. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Well, this one ended up being a blowout, Kirk. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.